What's up troops, MarleyThirteen here, and wow, I haven't said that intro once this year. Some of you might have never even heard me say that intro before, but that used to be my intro for pretty much every video going back the last 5 years, but nowadays I keep it for videos where I feel like I'm talking to just you, the viewer, and today I'm thanking you for 250,000 subscribers. I honestly cannot thank you enough for it. It's a crazy number that I just can't quite comprehend sometimes. So honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And to celebrate that, I've decided to do my first Q&A in like 4 years. What have I been up to? A Q&A on this channel anyway. I've not done one in about 4 years. But to start off with some commonly asked questions. Why Marley13? Well, my second name is Marley, so that's pretty easy. And I'm born on the 13th, so that's where that comes from. Why do you say Gary in your videos? Like, fuck's sake, Gary. Well, Gary is my first name and Marley is my second name. And no, that's not you got permission to search me up on Facebook. I'm also 22 years old and I'm not going to tell you where I'm from. that's just giving it away. That's making it too easy for you out there. But leave my Facebook alone. Another commonly asked question is, what is my favourite Call of Duty game? And since Call of Duty 4 was my first, I'm going to have to say Call of Duty 4. Well, the multiplayer anyway. I played the older Call of Duties on the PlayStation, but Xbox 360, COD 4 multiplayer. But I also had a lot of fun on Modern Warfare 2, so it's tough, but COD 4 just sneaks it. Right, now let's get into some deep personal questions which require a lot of introspection, like this one from Tanky Vids. Fuck, marry, kill, ghost, soap and price. Right, I'm gonna, straight off the bat, I'm gonna fuck Soap because, like I said in my video, he's a human sex machine. I'm gonna marry Ghost because I think he deserves some love. You know, after what he's been through, let's just say it's a resurrected Ghost. After what Shepard put him through, I'm gonna marry Ghost and show him the time of his life. And I'm gonna kill Price because that guy seems indestructible. I want to try and kill him just to see if he can be killed. So that's why I've went with those options. Thanks for that question to start us off. Josh here is asking a less serious question, but you know, I'll answer all sorts of questions in this video. Josh is asking, what did you do before YouTube videos? Well, I was at school. I didn't have a job or anything. I was 16 years old when I started YouTube, so I was still in high school. My 5th year of high school. If you're in Scotland, you'll know what that is. I don't know the currency exchange of high school years for other countries, but I was 16, turning 17 at the time, and that's pretty much it. I was in high school before I started YouTube. That's all. Danny is asking a related question. What made you get into YouTube? Well, like I say, I was in high school and I wasn't in a great place at the time. I'd never been someone who loved going to school every day, but I was never someone who hated it. But towards my last year in high school, as in the year I left, I really began to hate going into high school every day, and I get into a pretty deep depression, to be honest. And like I say, it just wasn't a great time for me mentally. But YouTube had always been an escape for me since I was, I guess, around maybe 14, watching a lot of American YouTubers like Hutch, C-Nanners and all those guys. And yeah, it was an escape for me where I can just watch these guys play Call of Duty, learn some tips, so when I play myself I can get better at the game. But it got to the point where I wanted to give it a go. I wanted to try it myself and give something back. Like all the entertainment these guys had gave me, I want to try that for myself. So when I could finally afford the equipment, I think I bought my first HD PVR with, was it birthday money or Christmas money or something? It's money I'd been gifted for an occasion anyway, and I just went full steam ahead with it. And here we are today. It's honestly been a dream come true, being able to, you know, provide a little break for people, some entertainment, even just for a few minutes. I'd give some people a laugh is something you can't really describe to people who aren't into YouTube, but the joy it brings me is something that I can't really compare it to. So thank you for supporting me over the years, and that's why I get into YouTube, to try and entertain people. Deswaldo asks, what games are you most hyped for this year / next year? Well, obviously we've got Call of Duty World War 2. Actually, the beta is out next week, so I'm extremely hyped for that. Boots on the ground, Call of Duty is back. let's hope they don't fuck it up. For the first time in the best part of, what, 4, maybe 5 years, I am confident we're going to get a great Call of Duty game, so obviously hyped for that. Besides Call of Duty though, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is going to have a campaign mode, so obviously that's got my attention straight away. We have PUBG's already out on PC, obviously, but it's coming out on consoles as well at the end of the year, so I'm quite excited to try that out on console, because PC games, as you'll know, don't quite cooperate with me. Assassin's Creed Origins, I've been a big Assassin's Creed fan, but it's kind of like the Call of Duty series. I haven't really enjoyed one like as much as the first 2 Assassin's Creed games for quite a while, so but I like the direction they've went for this one, that it's took a long development cycle, and the whole Egypt setting just intrigues me, so quite looking forward to that. And this year's Far Cry, I like the setting of that as well, that whole weird American religious cult thing, and we've not really seen that in a Far Cry game before, so I quite like the Far Cry games. You might not know that about me, but yeah, I enjoy them. NAO asks, Marley, do you have a famous YouTuber you would like to join up and play with, or have already played with? There's obviously a few that are huge YouTubers that are just out with my reach, that would like never even respond to an email or a tweet asking them to collab, but one YouTuber who's actually, I've seen you guys in the comments recommend a lot for a collab, is Completed It Mate, also known as Jay from the In-Betweeners. He's a big Call of Duty fan. He plays Call of Duty all the time on his YouTube channel, and he's similar our videos to mine, I was going to say there. No, his videos are quite similar to mine in the way he just plays the game and has a laugh and camps a lot and rages a lot, so I can relate to that. So I think I would really love to jump on and get a few games with him for a video, so shout out to anyone here who's willing to tweet or comment on Completed It Mate's videos saying Marley is up for a few games of Call of Duty. I think that would make a good few videos. James is right in there with the hard-hitting questions, such as, was you that kid at school discos that wore this heart stopper? And, oh, believe me, James, I was indeed. It might have been a Christmas party at primary school, so maybe we're talking around the age 8 or 9. I do recall wearing one of those fire t-shirts, fire in the sense that, fire, the adjective, it looks fucking fire. It's cool as fuck, and fire in the sense that the t-shirt is yeah, I have worn one of those back in my early days. Todd Howard's memory is asking, do you play any Bethesda games, Fallout or Skyrim? I'm actually a huge Fallout fan. Fallout 3 New Vegas and Fallout 4 are in some of my most favourite all-time games. I have quite a controversial opinion. I see when people ask me to name like your top 5 games, I rank Fallout 3 above New Vegas, and that always triggers people. People always go, but New Vegas is a better game than Fallout 3, Marley, what you playing it? But I don't know, there was something about Fallout 3 because it was my first Fallout game. When you leave the vault and it's after the intro and the opening chapter, I guess, of the game, and then you open the door to the capital wasteland and the sun is blinding your eyes, and realising how big this game actually is, and there's a whole world out there for you to explore. That moment in particular is up there with some of my best moments playing games. But also New Vegas is an insanely good game. You just can basically do what you want. I love that. And Fallout 4, despite some of the mixed opinions it got, I fucking loved it. So yeah. When it comes to Skyrim, it's weird. I do enjoy the whole lore and history of Skyrim, but I only played it briefly, and I watched a YouTuber play the game instead of me playing it myself. Yeah. Sean asks, what would you be doing if you were not a YouTuber? It's a difficult question. Before I realised I wanted to do YouTube, I was honestly jumping from one preferred profession to another. Like, I wanted to be a PE teacher for a while, then I wanted to have my own business. I always knew I wanted to have my own business and be my own boss, so I guess that's where I am today. I've ticked off that part, but honestly, it's really hard to say what I would have ended up doing. It's almost at the point where I could not imagine myself ever doing anything other than YouTube. I don't mean that in the sense that if YouTube were to just end tomorrow, like I wouldn't do anything. It's different now that I've done YouTube and I've been doing YouTube, but when you're asking the question, what would I be doing if I wasn't a YouTube before? I honestly do not know. I think I would have found a way to get my own business and be my own boss one way or another. Whether I would have been successful or not, I'm not sure. After I left high school, I went to college for a year and done business management, just a generic business course. So it was always in my interest to be my own boss or have my own business. Oh, Luke is asking McGregor or Mayweather. Well, I'm going to assume you mean who's going to win the fight, McGregor or Mayweather, and I'm in the camp that I want to believe McGregor can do it. I really honestly want to believe that he can beat one of the best boxers of all time, despite himself not being a boxer. And I know full well that I'll bet on Conor McGregor to win the fight before it. And I'll bet knowing that I'm probably throwing money away. But I just want to believe so bad McGregor can do it. But when Mayweather's never been beat before and he doesn't get hit. How do you beat a boxer you can't fucking hit? So yeah, I'm in McGregor's camp. If that's maybe what you were asking. Beanie Franco is asking, will you ever do any more trolling videos like you used to? If you've been around the channel for quite a while, you'll know I did quite a fair bit of trolling, it has to be said, back in the day. Going back, you know, trolling was actually how I got my first big break on YouTube, through submitting my trolling videos to Call of Duty community channels who posted my videos. They got the views and I got a kickback with subscribers. Basically, that's how it worked. And I did a lot of trolling. And will I do any more trolling videos like I used to? If it was possible and I enjoyed making them, yes. The reason I stopped is because I wasn't enjoying doing it anymore, and mostly because people don't talk on the mic like they used to in public matches. People are in parties with their friends or just not talking in general, and on Xbox One you can't actually record voices without this extra attachment thing, which just makes the whole thing fucking really awkward, and you're recording your voice and everyone else's voices through the same channel, and it's really frustrating. I don't know why on Xbox One that's the case, but it is right, and it has been for years. It's difficult to record voices on Xbox One, and that's why trolling videos kinda lost their appeal to me. But we have the new headquarters thing in Call of Duty World War 2, so people, and that's going to have proximity based voice chat, so the closer you are to someone, the louder you can hear them. So that's got potential there for some trolling videos. We'll see if I can find and think of some good ideas. I might bring some trolling videos back, yeah. Dylan asks, apart from COD, which other games do you play often? And most certainly the answer is Rocket League. I have, I think, over 500 hours in Rocket League on PC. I am sad when it comes to Rocket League. I love that game so much. It's my game away from YouTube. Basically, it's YouTube gaming kind of ruined gaming for me, in the sense that I can't really play games without thinking, oh no, I should be recording this. But I have a couple games here and there that I play just for my own personal enjoyment, and Rocket League is the main one. I'm currently Diamond Rank 2 on Rocket League. If you know what that means, if you're into that, you'll know I'm not to be reckoned with. But it shows you that my level of dedication to Rocket League. And other games outside of COD, I guess FIFA would count as well. I play FIFA a bit here and there. And PUBG, which I haven't had the chance to really record, but I do play quite a bit of PUBG off YouTube as well. But I'm planning to do videos on that, so that won't remain the case for long. Jade asks, do people ever confuse you for an Irish person? As an Irish person myself, I sometimes get asked if I'm Scottish. Weird. And honestly, Jade, in the past 5.5 years of me doing YouTube, I've had countless amounts of comments of people confusing me for being Irish. In fact, I get quite a lot of comments saying, actually, I love your Irish accent, or OMG, that I love this Irish guy's videos or whatever. Get a lot of people saying I can't really understand Irish people, but you know, I don't know, it's not something that really annoys me, it's just, it happens, yeah. Go Gaming asks, what was your first console? The first console I actually owned, as in my parents bought for me, was a PlayStation 1, but it's not the first one that I played. The first one I played was a Nintendo 64, which was my cousin's, and I used to go around to his house and play GoldenEye a lot, and yeah, but the first console I actually owned was a PlayStation 1. Ross is asking for my thoughts on YouTube as of late, for example, mass demonetization, and it's pretty scary, to be honest, Ross. And earlier in the year we had the adpocalypse, which hit me pretty hard, not in the sense that, you know, I was skint or broke or anything, but in the sense that it made me realise that overnight YouTube can just not be sustainable anymore for me to live, and that is a scary thought, to know overnight you can just lose your job like that and lose your how you make a living, your livelihood. So it's scary, really scary, when you think of it that way. And as of late, with the whole demonetization thing and videos not friendly for advertisers, I've been lucky that I've not had any recent videos hit yet. I've a few older ones, but I'm not really, they probably aren't advertiser friendly, but I've not had any ones recently hit, which worries me and makes me think they're coming, because I've had friends, and I've seen on Twitter other YouTubers getting like all their videos demonetized, so that worries me, and it makes me think, you know, I'm going to have to think about other options. You know, I want to get back into streaming, which is a question that comes up later, but it's made me consider that I need a Patreon or something like that to help fund me keep on making videos. But it's not something that it's not a route I'd want to go down unless I could guarantee people would get their money's worth, if you know what I mean. So I think I've spoke about it before, considering a Patreon, but it's not something, like I say, I would do unless I feel I could give something back proper. Because if people are going to be subscribing and donating a monthly amount, I need to make sure that those people are getting what they paid for and getting the enjoyment and entertainment that they are funding. So it's something I've had to consider because of this whole demonetization, yes. Gav is actually asking 2 questions, which is a bit cheeky, Gav, but I like your style. I've got the screenshot now, so there's no going back. Did you ever imagine getting to this point in your YouTube career, and what is your favourite part of what you do? To answer the first question, it kind of has to be answered in 2 parts. When I first started out, no, I could not have imagined getting 250,000 subscribers. It's, like I say, it's just such an insane number that 250,000 people is a lot of people. Even going back to when I had 2,000 subscribers, 5, 10,000, that is a lot of people, and it's hard to remember sometimes that it's not just a number, it's actual individual people who are hitting that subscribe button and watching your videos. That, when you think of it that way, it really hits home how crazy it is. But did I ever imagine it as the longer I did YouTube, and when things started to go well, you begin to believe in yourself a lot more, and you start to think, maybe, what's to say I couldn't be like one of these YouTubers that's going to all these game events and having loads of people queue up to see them and stuff like that. It really inspires you, and you start to have this image in your head, wow, I really want that. And it's kind of the second question that you asked is part of that. The favourite part of what I do is when I get to meet subscribers, viewers, fans in real life, get to shake their hand, take a photo with them, have a chat to them for a few minutes if I've time. That is the best part about what I do, because like I say, when it's not just a number, it's an actual person, and when you speak to those people at game events, that's most often where I meet you guys. That's when that's the best part for me. I'm trying so hard to put that into words, but that is the best part. And going back to the first question, I mean, I've went down to game events in England where I've seen the likes of Tom Syndicate show up, and there's thousands of people swarming him. He's got bodyguards, and he has to get shoved into a Land Rover with tinted windows just to get away from all these all these people who love him, and I remember seeing that and thinking, wow, I really want that. I wish that could be me one day, and I'm obviously not at that level yet, but it's, like I say, it's something when you have that image in your head and you keep on pursuing that dream, that goal, you can imagine it to an extent. I hope that makes sense for any of you who have, not even YouTube, but just if you've got an image in your head of where you want to be and what you want to achieve, then it's that whole law of attraction thing that Conor McGregor's actually going on about a lot, that just basically if you have that image in your head that you want to achieve, you can do it. Honestly, you can do it. Kind of went on a tangent there. Let's get back to the important questions. Like Corey is asking, what got you into Call of Duty? And I think it was just a couple friends at high school recommended I get COD 4 as soon as I got my Xbox 360. I got my Xbox 360. God, what would the year have been? 2000 and would it have been the end of 2008, 7 or 8? No, at the end of Christmas 2007, I got my Xbox, and I think I got Call of Duty 4 in January 2008. So it'd been out for a wee while, but my friends added me on Xbox Live and told me, informed me I have to get my arse on Call of Duty 4, and it went from there. Josh asks, question for Q&A, Liam or no Gallagher? Love forever, Marley. Tough question, Josh, really tough question. A bit controversial to say these days. I know he's a bit of a public enemy, but no Gallagher. I'd say just because you can't write a song like Live Forever and Rock and Roll Star and Wonderwall and not be the favourite. But Liam's got his own qualities and charms as well. And I'm looking forward to his album, by the way. I'm buzzing for that. Tyler asks, why don't you ever show your face during gameplay videos? And it's mainly because I don't know if my webcam's actually good enough for videos. I use a face cam in my live streams. Well, I've not live streamed in a while, obviously, but when I used to live stream a lot, I had a face cam, and that's all cool. When it comes to videos, though, I haven't done it because it's like it's difficult. It's partly to do with the quality and partly because of just how I edit my videos, and I'm not sure how it would work having the face cam there. But it's something I'm going to consider. When I get into live streaming next week for the Call of Duty beta, I should have my webcam, my face cam on my live streams. So after that's all done and dusted, I will consider adding my face cam for my videos where I'm just playing Call of Duty. So we'll see. I'm considering it. Fogginator asks, what would you recommend to a small YouTuber trying to start a YouTube channel? And if I could recommend like one amazing thing that's going to get you loads of subscribers, I would, but it's more difficult than that. What would I recommend to a small YouTuber trying to start a YouTube channel? I would say make videos that you enjoy. And you're asking like how you're starting out, not how to gain an audience or whatever. It's a different question. So when you're starting out, I'd honestly just say try out a bunch of different ideas that you enjoy. Make things that you enjoy making first and foremost. And you know, if you begin to see that certain videos are actually getting some views and getting some subscribers in, then why not continue with those? But when you're just starting out, you can try out all these different ideas, because no one's expecting a certain type of video from you, if you know what I mean. Like if I were to suddenly try a completely different type of video, I start making fucking videos on Roblox or something like that, people are going to be like, Marley, what are you doing? But when you're starting out and no one's expecting a certain type of video from you, you can do what you want. So yeah, just experiment with different types of videos, get used to video editing, audio editing, that whole side of it, and have fun with it. Honestly, that's the most important thing, is to have fun. It sounds cliche, but it's cliche for a reason. So to recap, try out a bunch of different video ideas and make videos that you enjoy, and when you see certain videos starting to do well for you, run with them. Another Josh is asking, what's been your favourite video you've made? Which is another really tough question, because there's 600 of them, 650 odd now. I haven't checked in a while, but it's a lot of videos to consider which one's my favourite. One of the Scottish cosplay ones in particular was loads of fun to make, and that was number 23, which I regard as my favourite Scottish cosplayers video, because I believe it's the longest one, the one with the most clips, and it just runs for about 6 minutes long, non-stop. Every clip is amazing, and editing that video and recording that video, I've honestly never laughed like it. Like, coming off those recordings, it actually hurt to laugh by the end of them, by the end of the night playing with those guys. So that video is up there, and a video that I've made myself, like just me in it, was the Soap McTavish one that I made at the start of this year, because it was a video I wanted to make for a long time, and from it going from just an idea, I could make a Soap McTavish tribute video, to actually seeing the final thing and seeing so many people enjoy the video overall, from recording it to writing the video out, to seeing the reaction it got, and where it's got me today. That video kick-started the growth that the channel's had this year. So everything about that video is just amazing for me, and I love it. Sam says, I've seen your Ultimate Team, would you consider making any FIFA videos? Well, it's weird, I do technically share an account on Ultimate Team with my younger brother, who's actually becoming a professional FIFA player. He's regularly in the top 100 in FUT Champions. If you know what that is, you'll know that's a pretty big deal. He beats professional FIFA players on the regular. He's made players for professional teams rage quit, turn off their Xbox, so it's mainly his Ultimate Team, even though we share the account. So if you're seeing the crazy team, it's not my, I'm not good enough to earn those players, to earn the coins that buy those players. So yeah, if you're interested, by the way, in FIFA and competitive kind of FIFA, I'll leave my brother's Twitter link in the description, and he's probably going to be aiming to start his own YouTube or streams when FIFA 18 comes out. So if you're into FIFA, give him a wee follow. Whether I would make FIFA videos myself or not, probably not. I've never been able to find a way to fit it into the channel. It's not to say I never would, but just in general, consistent FIFA videos, no. If I had one idea that I really wanted to do, I'd do it, but yeah, you're not going to be seeing many FIFA videos from me. Killer Jaffes asks, who is your favourite musician or band, and what is your favourite song by them? My favourite band of all time is Oasis, which I'm sure a few of you know by now already. And I think, did I not read? No, that was to do with the Liam or No question. What is your favourite song by them? That is honestly, if you asked me that question tomorrow and the day after, I'd give you a different answer, because that's just the way it is with music, obviously. But yeah, favourite band of all time is definitely Oasis. My favourite song by them, honestly, it changes all the time. I'll name a few because I can't name my favourite. I'll try and name, not in any order, but Live Forever, Half the World Away, Wonderwall obviously has to be there. Rock and Roll Star, Slide Away, can't forget that one. Honestly, there's too many to name. I'm a huge Oasis fanboy. Just, that's all you need to know. McZ68 asks, I admire you as you have humour without stupid shouting and screaming. Thank you very much. This isn't a plug, but when I try to make videos, the only comedic thing I can think of is shouting, so how do you do it? That's a really, you can't ask, that's one of those questions you can't answer without sounding like a right smug prick blowing your own trumpet sort of thing. But honestly, I'll try and answer it since you've asked. And it's, I guess I've never really been into the whole shouting over the top screaming thing on YouTube. I don't find that funny personally, so it's back to how I answered the question about starting YouTube earlier, just making things you enjoy. I've always just made videos, made pure shite jokes that I find funny myself, and that hopefully other people who have a similar sense of humour as me find funny. So honestly, if you like shouting, screaming like really loud things, that's okay. If you're into that, that's cool, no problem at all. So you can do that if you enjoy that. But if you're saying that's the only thing you can think of, I don't know. I've always really watched comedians who are more dry humour, if that makes sense. The British Office in particular is one of my favourite series of all time, and that is so dry. It's kind of hard to answer how do you do it. I just make what I enjoy, to be honest, and I think maybe you yourself, if that's the only thing you can think of, just need to figure out what you enjoy, what makes you laugh, and then hopefully find other people with a similar sense of humour as you. Chris asks, are you going to branch into other games more often? 100% yes. Unfortunately, just with timing recently, I haven't really had the chance to. I played Star Wars Battlefront. I think that was the last non-Call of Duty game I played on the channel. I've had PUBG. I've wanted to play PUBG, like, again, me just playing it for a video for quite a while. Like I say though, that'll take a lot of time though to make a video on that. So I want to do the nostalgic games as well, like Bully, and the older GTAs and other games that people recommend me to play, maybe like Halo as well. So they are there, and I do want to do them, just with timing recently, and especially with this Call of Duty beta coming up. I've not really had the chance or the time to, but it's something I definitely do want to do, so don't worry about that if you're into see me play other games. Jack asks, what do you want to ultimately achieve from YouTube? And honestly, Jack, I just want to keep on doing what I'm doing, keep on enjoying it. That's to ultimately achieve happiness, the pursuit of happiness. I just want to keep on enjoy doing YouTube, and as long as I'm enjoying it, I will keep on doing YouTube, and we'll see where we end up. I have my own personal goals with numbers and stuff. I never have time limits on them. It's just goals that if I achieve them, that's great, and that's where I want to be. But it's an ultimate achievement from YouTube is, honestly, I've kind of passed it. 100,000 subscribers was pretty much my ultimate goal that I thought if I ever reached that. That's fucking nuts. And hopefully my subscriber plaque, which is a long time coming, arrives soon. So that was the ultimate achievement for me. Everything now is just a bonus when I think about it. But no, I just want to keep on doing what I'm doing. Ryan asks, do you still talk to C for the win? That looks like I've blanked out something in that tweet. I don't know how you've typed that, Ryan, but do I still talk to C for the win? Yep, I do. He's one of my best online friends that I have. My best American pal, anyway. I'll give him that if he's watching. He's been a great pal over the years, and I still talk to him away from YouTube. And I don't know, maybe I can convince him to get in a video with me again one time. I know he's a big fan of PUBG as well, so I don't know, we'll see if I can convince him to join me in a video, but I do still talk to him, yep. I threw these two questions together because they're kind of similar. First, from that guy Frank, is what's your favourite weapon on any Call of Duty and why? It's honestly a toss-up between the M16 from Call of Duty 4 and the ACR from Modern Warfare 2, mainly because both of them have virtually no recoil and they fucking wreck people. So it's a pretty easy. It's hard to distinguish them both, what's my favourite, but that's why they stand out, because there's virtually no recoil at all on them, and I have a ton of fun when I'm playing with them. And Edward asks, what is my favourite map from any Call of Duty game? And that's really tough. It has to be one of the Modern Warfare 2 maps. Anyway, I've always loved High Rise. High Rise is always fun. Favela is up there too. From Call of Duty 4, let me think. A map that's a bit outside the box, and I'm only considering this for a certain game mode, but it's Pipeline for Search and Destroy from Call of Duty 4. Because I loved going underground and sneaking through and planting the bomb on Pipeline and Search and Destroy. I always had a load of fun on that map, so that would be up there as well. Charlie is asking the controversial question, have you ever had any beef with any other YouTubers? If so, who and what happened? The closest or the most I've been involved with YouTube beef is, some of you'll remember the fake GTA 5 glitches videos I used to post. I used to post fake tutorials on glitches on GTA 5 whenever they did an update. So let's say I'd make a tutorial on a fake GTA 5 money glitch, and the way YouTube was back then, God, I'm admitting everything now. It was pretty easy to game this system, to game the search results. So you could get right at the top of the search results for GTA 5 money glitch, and loads of people are searching for that. So I got it to the point where I was making these fake GTA 5 glitch videos, and my videos were getting to the top because all the viewers would be in on it as well. They'd all be commenting, OMG, Marley, thanks so much for showing me this glitch. I'm going to spend all my money on a tank, something, and that would help boost the video to the top of the search results. And obviously the video gets a lot of dislikes as well, so and dislikes don't matter. YouTube just cares about interaction, so that would boost it up. It's getting fucking promoted like nothing else in the search results, and these real GTA 5 glitch channels would get so annoyed at me. And eventually this one guy, I won't name him, right, but he went mad at me on Twitter one day, and he tried to get another GTA 5 YouTuber who I believe has around 1 million subs. I don't know if they're still in fact more than 1 million subs these days. I don't know if they're still doing GTA 5 videos, I need to check. But these two guys went nuts at me and started trying to get all their fans to dislike my fake glitch videos. But like I say, that only helped push the videos even more. So we got in a bit of back and forward on Twitter, bit of banter. Well, it was banter from my side. I was having a jolly old time. I don't know if he was or they were, but yeah, that's the most YouTube beef I've been involved with. That was some laugh. Mcgregor asks, how did you start making videos for BBC The Social? If you don't know, BBC The Social is a platform made by BBC Scotland for people like myself, or YouTubers, people who are creating things in Scotland, but don't have they aren't actors or aren't professional video makers, but can still get involved with the BBC and make videos for them. So the BBC The Social contacted me in January 2016. They just reached out to me and asked if I wanted to go into the BBC and have a chat with them, and I had a chat with them, and I came out with a bunch of video ideas and a series I was going to make for them. So it all happened really quick, virtually overnight, over the course of a few days. That was it really. If they don't contact you, I know that you can contact them on their Facebook page, I believe. You can message them if you have a video idea or a video series idea. You can just contact them and see what they think and see if they want to have a chat with you. Bones get a couple questions, which are, will you be going to any other events soon to do meetups? Also, will there be any more merch soon? Well, unfortunately, I was meant to be going to Insomnia 61 next week, but obviously the Call of Duty beta is next week as well, and I have to be working for that, making videos and live streaming it, so unfortunately I couldn't go to that event. But I will be at EGX in Birmingham in September, not as like a YouTube guest or anything, virtually just to enjoy the event. I've been going for the past, this will be my 6th time going, so the past 6 years, and yeah, I'll be going just to enjoy the event, but that's not to say I won't be doing any meetups. I might maybe on a couple, in fact, why don't I just on each day, maybe around lunchtime, just tweet out where I'll be at the event, and we can do a wee meet up there every day. And will there be any more merch soon? I'm working on it behind the scenes, getting the merch website up and running, so I don't have any concrete updates for you as of yet, but when I do, I'll of course let you know. Darren is asking, are we going to see any more Scottish COD players content, or is Noodles Granny still in the arches? Are you going to see any more Scottish COD players content? I honestly can't say for sure if you will, because I haven't played with the guys in this year, so we're talking 8 months I haven't played with the guys, and the reason we stopped doing them is mainly because of time on both our ends. I don't know if you realise, Scottish COD players videos take 2 weeks at a time to make, recording and editing, and these days it would really impact on other videos I make, so I'd honestly really struggle to fit it in. And also Noodles especially, but the other guys have other things going on. These guys have lives, they don't just live on Call of Duty for me to jump on and record playing games with them, so they have their own things going on, so I'm honestly not sure. What I will say is that there is the possibility when the new Call of Duty comes out in November that I'm going to be on Call of Duty anyway, so could we jump on and record some Scottish COD player videos? Yes, but I'm not going to say 100% yes, there will be more Scottish COD player videos, because I don't know at the moment, and I wouldn't like to say there will be more videos when there isn't, so we'll see. And the last question from Geordie, have you ever seen the Loch Ness Monster? And I have, aye. It's world exclusive here. I go up to Loch Ness 2, 3 times a week, depending on if it's running out of food or whatever. But I swim down there, give it a wee clap, feed it. It actually just eats fish food, those wee flakes. You'd be surprised, you think it's eating massive fish, but no, it just eats the wee flakes, and I have to go and top up the loch. Basically, I just pour the fish flakes on there and they float down. And yeah, sorry to keep it a secret for that long, but that's just the way it is. I don't want, he's a bit shy, Nessie, so I don't want loads of people swimming down there and freaking him out. So yeah, if everyone watching this video could just keep that a secret, that'd be great, thanks. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. It's been fun doing these. I should do these more often, to be honest. I haven't done one of these in years, so it's been fun answering your questions, and I hope you've learned something that you didn't know. And sorry if I couldn't answer your question. I did get a lot. I've done my best to answer them all. I've been recording for an hour and 4 minutes answering these questions. So yeah, if I didn't answer your question this time, you never know, maybe next time. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for 250k subscribers. It makes my day coming on here and seeing loads of nice comments, jumping on Twitter, interacting with you. So honestly, it's an insane privileged position I'm in, and yeah, thank you, and have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.